Hi there, this is Matt at State of Flux with a review for Jay and Silent Bob's Super Groovy cartoon movie. This is yet another in my look back at the career works of Kevin Smith, this time in the lead up to Clerks 3. And this, my friends, is easily the worst thing Kevin Smith has ever personally had his hand in. This is a sophomoric film that, by calling it sophomoric, is an insult to sophomores. And if I do not have the correct terminology there for where the origin of the word sophomoric comes from, it's because I simply don't care. Much like the effort that was put into this. This is a careless, thoughtless effort from Smith. He took his Blunt Man and Chronic comic book that he had published back in 2001-ish when Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back came out as a movie tie-in, and animated it. The animation looks pretty less than stellar. It's the same style of animation you got with the Smonimations, and for 1 and 2 minute little video clips that got thrown online through like YouTube and stuff like that, it works. But having a full feature film, and calling this a feature film is pretty charitable at an hour and 4 minutes or something like that, hardly constitutes a feature. But the animation looks fugly, absolutely fugly, especially when compared to the film I reviewed, or the TV show that I reviewed a couple weeks ago. The Clerks animated show looks pretty great. And he also has his hand in Masters of the Universe, which came out last year. Which, like, say what you will about the content, the look of that show is stellar. This is almost artless, just like the screenplay. It is simply not funny. There's not a single joke to be found that lands, and that is rough. That was one of the longest hours of my life, and I can never get it back. The story is as such. Jay and Silent Bob are like dirt merchants, as you see in the other features. It's nice to see Quick Stop again, and Dante and Randall and all that stuff. However, Randall does not come back for voice, Dante does. And they see an alien spaceship land. They go and investigate, and it's the Green Lantern offering up his ring, and they turn it away because they think he's coming on to them, and it becomes this big homophobic joke, which really doesn't land. And then it goes and gives opportunity of how other famous superheroes came to be, spider bites, vat of acid, that kind of thing, until they end up getting rich and they're like, let's just be superheroes and fight crime, but then they're like pretty petty criminals themselves. Like, the idea of that is somewhat humorous, however the execution lacks any humor. It is overly just, like, it's constantly sexist, it's constantly homophobic, it's usually the charm of Jay and Silent Bob, particularly that charm of Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith, allow you to look past some of those qualities, but here you're incapable of doing so. And then the film just essentially devolves into being a remake of Tim Burton's Batman. And yeah. The less said about this movie, the better, so I should probably hop off. Do I have any positives to say about this? I have exactly one. One positive, one good thing came out of this movie, and that is Eliza Dushku is really well suited for voice acting. She was great. She's a highlight in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. She's always had charisma in front of the camera, and she's a powerhouse. I've always really dug her. She's a far better actress than she's ever been given credit for, and she's had some pretty solid works. Her portrayal as Faith Lehane in Buffy and Angel is exceptional, and because of her, Faith is one of the best, if not the best, created character that Joss Whedon ever wrote for. She is a great actress in other works too. This does not reflect that. However, when watching the film, the person who seems most at ease as a voice actress seems to be her, and I'd like to see her have some voice work opportunity, or just general work opportunity. She's freaking good. Why is she not on more movies? Bring her back. Where is Dushku? Let's get her trending, everybody, because she's awesome. So I'm gonna end with that note of positivity. Otherwise, this is, I almost would give this 0 stars, but I will give it a half a star because no, it doesn't deserve it. Fuck it. This is a 0-star movie. This is easily one of the worst movies that I have seen in eons. And the worst movie the year that it came out. It's too bad. Next week I will be coming back to you with hopefully a much stronger work of Smith's. I think I'm going to be doing Masters of the Universe, which I've never seen before. If not, it'll end up being Drawing Flies, which I have not visited since I was a wee person. So we'll see how that one turns out. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you thought of this movie down in the comments below. You can watch it free on, I think it's Pluto television. So yeah, check it out for free and hate yourself like I did. Thanks for watching. Peace. No, you know what? I am not done. I'm not done. I have to, there's just this one last thing to say. How can the man who made Clerks and Chasing Amy and Dogma and a few other films that I constitute as some of my favorite films or most formative films that I've seen, that I think are, at least in terms of Clerks, Chasing Amy, inarguably good movies, like well recognized by many or most people as being genuinely good movies. How can the same person who made those be okay releasing this, like, publicly, for money, branding it with your stuff and taking a writing credit? He's the sole writing credit of this film. Like, how are you not embarrassed of this? Like, how? I'm sorry, I just had to do that. Now, thanks for watching. Peace, bye.